Hello nail babes, how are you all doing? Now, this is just a set on myself before I was allowed to go back into business. Hooray! So I did these last night, and this was a set of acrylics, and I did some stamping on top, so I'm just going to do an infill on them. So what I need to do is scrape away the top coat and stamp in to get down to the bare acrylic again. So this is what I'm doing now. I'll just show you the one on the thumb because it's a bit repetitive and it's really hard to file when you've got a camera just above you because you've not got a lot of room. So yeah, there's that last little bit of top coat off, and I scrape a little bit of the top off just so I can rebalance them a wee bit because the apex will be further back now. So I've taken them all off now, and this is how they look. So I'm pushing back the cuticle, and there we are. Now these were like a sheer black acrylic. I just put a few drops of black gel polish into the monomer, and that's how you get that effect. Now I'm using my e-file, and that's my little cuticle bit. And my Cuckoo e-file is what I use. It's a portable one. I love it. So I go round one side with it on forward, and it scrapes away all that nasty shit that is stuck to your nail, and that way you get better adhesion, no lifting, and you get the colour further back into your cuticle area. So we're just going right round this side. It looks like I'm being really aggressive here, but I have sped the video up, so it isn't actually like that. I am being really gentle. This never hurts anybody. So I'm just turning the direction on my e-file, and we'll go round the other side. Oh, I had my hair done today. Hooray! I'm blonde again. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Anywho, is everybody else back to normal yet? No? Whatever that is? Anyway, so back to the video. So I'm changing the bit for my mandrel and just putting a little sanding band on. Now it's quite blunt because I did both my daughter's nails and I did my toes, and I just used that same band, so it was nice and blunt. And I'm just going to very gently take the top shine off the natural nail right in there. A lot of people are a bit iffy about using an e-file to do this job, but I feel that I get right in at a better angle with this sanding band, and I actually think I have a lighter touch using this. I think I've said before in one of my previous videos. So there we go, right round the thumb. So once I've done this, I will, there's a wee bit of skin there that was annoying me. There, look, off. Yeah, once I've done that, I will dust off my nails, and we'll be ready for dehydration. There we go, so nails dehydrator. We're just going to put that on the natural nail only, the bit where we're going to put some more product. So right round there, this just soaks up any natural oils that might be on your nail still. And we'll get a bit of primer. So this is again Nails Ultra Bond Acid Primer. I have noticed a real difference since I started using this. Oh, I've had that bottle for a while, but this product I feel really makes a big difference to the lasting time of the acrylics that I do. I've had really good feedback about how they last. So we'll just pop that round in all the nails again, just on the natural nail. Now I know I've got a black acrylic there, but I'm going to put a gel polish on top, so I'm just going to infill with crystal glass, which is the CJP, and I have their monomer as well. And that is my big boy brush, which unfortunately is trashed. I'm going to have to, in fact I have already bought a new Kylie Weary size 14 brush. Can't wait to try that one out. This is a size, is this a 14 or a 12? The big boy, I can't remember. I like a big brush anyway, it holds a lot of monomer. So yeah, we just take a little bit of acrylic, small bead, pop it in the cuticle area, blend it round, tuck it down and over the top of the existing one. So I've done a couple of beads, and I just showed you one because it's exactly the same thing, and I just waited on them drying. So that was me just tapping the nails there to see if it was dry enough to file. So I go out with a lot, I'll warn you now. I've only showed you one again because it's just the same thing. So I do my free edge, so sidewalls, just to get my shape. I love an almond shape, but I like quite a crisp point on it. Not stiletto, but still quite definitive, shall we say. So there's me checking the shape from the back, making sure it's all even, checking from all angles. And then what I do is I go round the cuticle area. I think I just do that next. Yep, round the cuticle area and blend it over the body of the nail to make sure we've got the apex in the right place and it's structurally and aesthetically sound. I feel my piece is just about to be shattered. I can hear little people voices through the door. Okay, so there's me checking the shape. I'm happy with that. I've went ahead and filed them all off camera, dusted them off, and it's time to put the polish on. Now I don't need to put a base coat on if it's on acrylic. So this is Premier Gel and it's Tequila Sunrise. I've never used this one before. But yeah, like I say, if you're putting gel polish on top of acrylic, you don't need to put a base coat, only if it's on a natural nail. So there we are. We're just going to pop the colour on now. I had to do 3 coats of this because it was covering a really dark coloured nail, but that's fine. Just remember that 3 thin coats will work so much better than 2 thick coats or even 1 thick coat, because what will end up happening is you'll put it into the light, the LED, UV, whatever you're going to be using, and it won't cure all the way through, and it ends up wrinkling and it just looks shite. You know, you'll end up having to take it all off and redoing it. So this is coat number 2, and you can see it's still quite patchy, but it's just a nice coat, nice thin coat all over the top. Now, there's my 3rd coat. Now I'm just doing a 30-second cure in between those 2 coats. Now this one, I'm going to be putting the flakes over the top. So I do the 3rd coat of the gel polish and I just flash cure it just so that it's not wet. I only put it in the LED for 5 seconds just so that it's still really nice and sticky. It's got that inhibition layer so that these stick really well. So they're the Glitter Planet Fairy Flakes in, was it Silver Mist? I'll link everything, I'll list everything in the description box like I usually do, but I'm sure that's what it said. So what I do is I just take an old makeup brush and just dip that in and press it on. I do it quite liberally, you know, I want to make sure it's all covered really well. Unfortunately, this video makes the nails look really orange, but in actual fact, they're really coral. And this gives them like a sort of bluey purple sheen over the top. But again, I don't think you can see that terribly great in this video. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of flakes on the brush and really pressing that into every single nail. Now, I just dab this on just now, because what I'll do is I'll finish the cure on this 3rd layer of polish and then I'll brush off the excess of the flakes. So I'm just checking over them all, making sure I've got no bare patches without any of the flakes there. I want to make sure it's all nicely well covered. And like I say, I'll pop it back in the lamp to finish curing it. Now, lid back on, most important. Because I'm a clumsy cow, it would have ended up all over the floor. So, yeah, brush off all the excess now, so that we've got it as flat as we can get for our top coat. So there we are. Now the top coat that I use for like pigments, glitters, flakes is this halo one. I've got a separate one for if I'm just putting it on top of a plain colour without any additives like that, because you'll end up contaminating it. Now I think this does need to be replaced. This is a halo one and it's fairly good. Their polishes are fairly good. I think my favourite top coat at the moment is the Glitter Bells by Annabelle. I find that the consistency just covers so well, and it has a great shine on it and it lasts a long time, even with hashy bashy bobs like Steph here. So yeah, we'll just pop that top coat right round, making sure it's all covered. Now when you're using pigments or glitter or flakes or stamping or anything like that, you should be doing 2 top coats, because that will really seal that in well. I think we're right down to the bottom of that bottle by the looks of things. Definitely need to replace it. We'll have a circle of top coat lives. I'll replace my Glitter Bells one, and that can be, the one that I've got can be my pigment one. I'll treat myself to a nice new one. So yeah, making sure we go right round the free edge so it's all covered and sealed in. And then we'll do a full cure in our LED lamp for 60 seconds. I can't believe I've not done a video before now. My plan in lockdown was to become like a proper professional YouTuber. You know, and I would have had 2 million subscribers and, you know, the works. But I've just taken to quizzing. I'm still shite at it. I'm still rubbish at it. But I do enjoy a quiz. So, yep, here we go. Just finishing off that thumb there. Making sure it's all completely covered and sealed in. There we go. So what I do after every top coat is I check over the surface, because if there's any gritty bits or lumps, it makes my teeth hurt and I just can't deal with them. So I take a buffer. I'm going to use a CJP buffer. I buff it off, dust it and put another top coat on. So I'm just going to pop on a little bit of cuticle oil. This is the Nail Nails one. I've got quite a few that I've got in my drawer, but I quite like this one, it smells nice. So just liberally right round that cuticle area. And that's the nails done. It's been such a while since I've just had just a normal top coat. Not normal top coat, a colour. Loving them. Anyway, can't wait to be doing more. Hope everyone's well and so happy to be back at work. Take care. Bye.